Hello everyone, myself Mahesh Pardeshi from Parvatibai Genba Morje College of Engineering, Wagholi, Pune, taking your subject Structural Design 1. Hope all of you are safe and healthy at your home. Now let us discuss with the syllabus. Unit number 1. Unit number 1 is generally regarding the basic idea of the structural design. In that, first we will see the type of steel structures, then grades of structural steel, various types of rolled steel sections. In that we will see the angle section, T section, I section, channel section, likewise. Then we will see the various clauses which are required for the design of the steel structures, which is given in the IS 800 2007. Again, we have to use IS 875 part 1 to 3 for the analysis of dead load, live load, wind load, etc. Again, we will see the various codes required for the welded connections also. After that, we will see the philosophy of the limit state design for the strength and serviceability. Before that, we will see the basics of design philosophies, which includes working stress method, ultimate load method, and limit state method. Limit state method is again divided into two parts, that is limit state of strength and limit state of serviceability. After that, we will see the partial safety factors for load and various load combinations. After that, we will see the most important part of the first unit, A part, that is classification of cross section, like plastic, compact, semi-compact, and slender. For that, we have to use the IS code. One table is given in IS code. By using that table, we can classify the cross section. This is all about the part A of the unit number 1. After that, we will see B part of the unit number 1, that is tension members, which includes various cross sections such as solid threaded rod, cable, angle sections. Most of the cases, angle sections are used as a tension member. In that, we will see the three design strengths of the tension member, like strength due to welding, strength due to rupture, and strength due to block shear. These are the three strengths we have to see. Again, next part is design of tension members using single angle and double angle sections and connections of the member with gusset plate by bolts and by welds. Here we have to see the two connections of the steel members, like connection by bolts and connection by welds. Next, we will see in unit number 2. Unit number 2 A part comprises of buckling classification as per the geometry of cross section, buckling curves, design of strut in trusses using single and double angle section, connection of members with gusset plate by bolts and weld. This is all about the design of the compression member. Means unit number 2 part A is consisting of design of a compression member. Okay. Now part B. Part B is consist of design of axially loaded column using rolled steel sections. What is the meaning of rolled steel sections? We will see in next slides, or just you can see that the sections which are manufactured at the workshop. Now next part is design of the built-up column. Here we have to design the column section by using the built-up section. Built-up section is nothing but the section which is made up from the 2 or 4 sections, subsections. And these built-up columns are made by using lacing system and battening system. We have to see in this part. Connection of the lacing and battening with the main component by using bolts and welds. These are the two connections. Now next is the unit number 3, that is design of eccentrically loaded column providing uniaxial and biaxial bending. We have to check only the section strength here. Now B part is design of the column bases, design of slab base, design of facet base, and design of the moment resisting base. These three bases we have to study in this unit number 3 part B. Now next is unit number 4. A part consists of design of the laterally supported beams using single rolled plate sections with and without flange plate, curtailment of flange plate, strength in flexure, low and high shear, check for web buckling, web crippling and deflection. Means in this part we have to study the design of the laterally supported sections or beams in part A. Similarly, in part B, we have to study design of the laterally unsupported beams using single rolled steel sections with and without flange. Means in part A we have to study the laterally supported beams, and part B we have to study the unsupported beams. Curtailment of fan plates, strength in flexure and shear, and check for deflection. This is all about the unit number 4. Now next is unit number 5, that is part A, secondary and main beams arrangement for floor of a building, design of a beam to beam and beam to column connection using bolt and bolt. Now see, here we have to design the building frame. In that mainly the connections are from beam to beam and connections of beam to column. These are the two main connections are there in the building frame design. We have to study these in the unit number 5 part A. Now part B, that is design of the welded plate girder. This is most important part in our subject, that is design of welded plate girder. In this part we have one side visit also for plate girder. And here we have to design the welded plate girder, not the bolted plate girder. We have to design the welded plate girder. In that we have to design the cross section, curtailment of line plate, stiffeners and connections. Now next is the unit number 6. In unit number 6, part A is design of a gantry girder. Gantry girder is mostly used in the industrial buildings or industrial sheds for the heavy load structure. Selection of gantry girder, design of cross section, check for moment capacity, buckling resistance, biaxial bending, deflection at working loads, and fatigue strength. This is all about the design of the gantry girder. Now B part is roof trusses. This is also one of the most important part in the structural design one, that is design of the roof truss. In the design of roof truss we will see assessment of dead load, live load and wind load. For that assessment we have to use IS 875 part 1, part 2 and part 3. IS 875 part 1 is for dead load, part 2 is for live load and part 3 is for wind load. Again we have to design the purlin, design of members of the truss. Here we have to design all members of the truss, that is principal rafter, bottom tie member, vertical members and inclined members. Means we have to group amongst that members and we have to design the member for the highest combination of loads. Again detailing of the typical joints and supports. This is all about the design of the truss. Next we will see the term work. Term work consists of 4 parts. In that A part is 4 full empirical size drawing sheets showing structural detailing of 16 sketches based on the syllabus, hand drawn. See, these 4 sheets are hand drawn sheets. You have to draw yourself these 4 sheets. These 4 sheets consist of 16 sketches and these 16 sketches are belongs to our syllabus. Okay, this is part A. Now in part B, design of an industrial building including roof truss, purlins, bracing, gantry girder, column, column base and connection. And again we have to draw the 3 full empirical size drawing sheet for that project B. This is the project. Part B is consists of design of an industrial building. See, industrial building consists of all these parts. That is roof truss, starting from top to bottom. That is roof truss, purlin, bracing, gantry girder, column, column base, and connection. These are the various members or sections In the industrial building, we have to design all these parts. Okay, and for the design of that part, we have to also draw the three full empirical size drawing sheets, and these sheets are hand drawn. First four sheets are also hand drawn, and these three sheets are also hand drawn. Now, next is C part. C part consists of design of welded plate girder. In that, we have to design the cross section, curtailment of flange plate, stiffener, connection. These design of welded plate girder having one side visit also. See, side visit is recommended to learn this topic. Means you have better learn this topic by using side. The you will see the various components there, and again for design that purpose, design for design for the design of that members, you will visualize the things. Okay, now you have to draw one full empirical size drawing sheet, but this sheet should be hand drawn or should be AutoCAD by using any software. Means you have to draw this sheet by using any software. You have to use AutoCAD to draw this sheet. This sheet is not by using hand drawn. Okay. Next is OR. Means that C portion, C part is having some OR, that is design of a building including primary and secondary beams, column beams and connection. One full empirical size drawing sheet using suitable software. Means either you have to design the welded plate girder or you have to design the industrial building having primary secondary beams. Okay, and last part is, that is D part, two site visits. Report should contain structural details with sketches. Means to learn this subject, at least two site visits are necessary. Okay, next is oral examination shall be based on the above term. Your oral examination should include all these parts A, B, C, D. Note, maximum number of students in a group in any case should not be more than 3 to 5. Means you try to make your group of 3 students only. First of all, try to make your group of 3 students. If not possible, some students are pending, then you add them. That is 4. Do not go for 5 at the beginning. Okay. Here one point is also mentioned. Draw any one sheet from B and C by using suitable software. Means we can see we can draw the part number C by using software. That is design of plate girder or design of primary secondary beam. In this field building by using primary secondary beam. So this is all about the syllabus term work of the structural design one subject. Hope all of you understand this part.